Yuki Tsunoda is in and Liam Lawson is out. Red Bull has made their brutal decision. Starting from the Japanese GP, Tsunoda will be racing for the senior Red Bull team, while Lawson has been sent back to VCARB. It's a shocking mid-season shakeup, but should we really be surprised? Formula One is a ruthless world, and Red Bull is its most ruthless team. But the real question is, what does this mean for Lawson's future? Because if he doesn't perform at VCARB, his F1 career could already be over, and Red Bull might already have a replacement lined up. This move comes after some days of speculation, but it still feels unbelievable. Dropping a young driver after just 2 races? It's the kind of cutthroat decision that only Red Bull would make. Reports suggest that Red Bull's emergency meeting, confirmed by Helmut Marko, took place in Dubai recently, where all of Red Bull's top brass, including Christian Horner, Helmut Marko himself, and Oliver Mintzlaff, among others, discussed the driver situation. And the numbers don't lie. Lawson simply wasn't delivering the points they needed. 2 races, 1 sprint, 0 points. Red Bull isn't just looking for a solid second driver. They need someone who can consistently score and support Max Verstappen in the Constructors' Championship. Meanwhile, Honda, who have been pushing for Tsunoda to get a shot at the main team, saw an opportunity. They reportedly offered another $10 million to Red Bull if they promoted Yuki before Japan. Red Bull said no last year, but this time, the deal was too good to pass. The timing couldn't be better for Honda, either. With a huge promotional event scheduled in Tokyo just before the race, Tsunoda's Red Bull debut is now a massive marketing win. But here's where it gets even more brutal for Liam Lawson. Not only has he been demoted, but his place at VCARB isn't safe either. According to multiple sources, Red Bull has already made an inquiry to Alpine about Franco Colapinto. If Lawson doesn't start delivering at VCARB, Colapinto could take his seat before the end of the season. That means this might not even be a temporary swap. This could be the end of Lawson's Formula One career altogether. And here's the worst part. Lawson reportedly wasn't even told about the decision before the news broke. Imagine waking up to headlines that you've been replaced before you've even had a chance to process it yourself. It's a devastating way to handle a young driver, but unfortunately, it's not the first time Red Bull has done this. But let's talk about Yuki for a moment. Does he deserve this promotion? His performances at VCARB have been solid, but this will be his biggest test yet. The second Red Bull seat has been notoriously difficult. Even Max Verstappen has said the same thing himself. And the last thing Tsunoda needs is to struggle in the same way Lawson did. Because if he does, Red Bull won't hesitate to make another switch. And with Colapinto already being considered for VCARB, who's to say he won't be in contention for the main team as well? That brings us to the Japanese Grand Prix. All eyes will be on Tsunoda as he steps into the RB21 for the first time. If he delivers, Red Bull will look like geniuses. But if he struggles, the narrative will flip, and suddenly, the blame might shift to the car itself rather than the drivers. This is the brutal reality of Formula One, and Red Bull is leading the charge when it comes to ruthless decision-making. Tsunoda's in, Lawson's out, and Colapinto is waiting in the wings. But will this move pay off? Or has Red Bull just made another knee-jerk decision that could backfire? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay up to date on all the latest F1 drama, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.